Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Professor DBJ Del Reyes. I will be discussing a long video format topic for this afternoon, and the problem is on my magnetic board. Okay, let's proceed. Long video format topic, and this will be a long video format topic on algebra, and the title of the topic will be Solution of Radical Equations. I got my eraser. It's just a piece of small fish towel. Okay, let's proceed. The topic for this afternoon will be solution of radical equations. Radical meaning it got a symbol something like this. So the given equation is actually a radical equation. Okay, I will try to read the problem. We are given a radical equation, the square root of 1 plus 4x, and this is equal to 2 the square root of x minus 3. We are asked to find for the value of x. Okay, let's try to bring out the solution of this one. Okay, let's try to bring out the solution. So I write here solution. To bring out the solution, we must have to eliminate the radical signs from the left and right, so we could compute for x without this radical sign. And to eliminate this radical sign, we will rewrite the left hand side 1 plus 4x, and this should be equal to, again, I'll still rewrite the right hand side 2 the square root of x minus 3. Okay, so to eliminate this radical sign, we must have to raise both sides of the equation to the 1/2. So what will come out? I will raise the left hand side to the 1/2. So it will become 1 plus 4x square root is just 1 plus 4x raised to the 1/2. Okay, but I will raise that again to the second power, so I'll be putting a bracket here, raised to 1/2, and this should be equal to right hand side. Still we will copy it to square root of x minus 3. Oh, sorry for this one. It's not 1/2. We'll just square it. Sorry for that one. Syntax error, 2. We'll just square it. So the left hand side will be this one here. We raise that again to the second power. Right hand side, that's my error. And this is to the second power. Okay? So if we try to simplify the left hand side, we use the loss of exponent here. 1/2 times 2, they'll try to cancel out. So the power of this one now will just be simply 1 over 1 times 1, or just simply 1. Or for the left hand side after the squaring, it will just become 1 plus 4x. Okay? No more square root, because this 1/2 times 2 will become 1. So this is actually raised to the first power. We don't have to place any more the quantity. Anyway, the power is just 1. And this should be equal to. For the right hand side, if we try to square that one, it is actually the square of a binomial. We got a first term and the second term. And if we try to expand that one, it will be the square of the first one. So 2 square will be 4. This square root will vanish, so this will become 4x. Okay? If we try to square the first one, the square of 2 will be 4. And the square of x raised to the 1/2 will just be simply x. The middle term will be 2 the square root of x minus 3 times 2. Or that will become 2 times 3 is 6, but we will multiply it by 2. So this will become 12 the square root of x. Right? And the square of the second term will be a negative 3 quantity square. That will be plus 9. Right? So this is actually the square of a binomial. The first term is the square of the first one. The square of 2 will be 4. And the square of x to the 1/2 will just be simply x. The middle term will be 2 times 3 will be negative 6 squares of x, but we will multiply that by 2, so it will become 12 the square of x. The last part will be a plus 9. Okay? If you try to notice it, this is 4x, this is 4x, right? So actually this cancels. Okay? We transpose this to the left. So this will become 12 the square root of x. We transpose this to the left. And this 9 here, we will maintain it on the right, but there's a constant on the left. We'll transpose that to the right. So 9 minus 1 will be equal to 8. Is it correct? We put this one on the left, it will become plus. Okay. We maintain the location of this one on the right, but we want to transfer this one here to the right, so it will become 9 minus 1, that will be 8. Okay? Again, we are still far from the value of x, because the value of x is still with the square root. So again, we will raise again this one to the 1 or square. We square it again. So the square of the left hand side, it's a constant in the square root of x. The square root of 12 is actually 144. Right? And the square of x to the 1/2, the 1/2 times 2 will be 1, so this will just be simply equal to x. And this should be equal to, the square of 8 will be 64. Okay? So x now is free of the radical sign. That is 144x equal to 64. Okay, so to compute for x without this 144 here, we will multiply this by the reciprocal of 144. This is 1 over 144. So 144x times 1 over 144, this 144 cancels. So what remains on the left will just be simply x. And this should be equal to the right hand side. Of course, the numerator will be 64 because 64 times 1 is 64. Of course, this 144 still remains on the right hand side. This is 144. Okay. I think we could simplify the value of x to the so-called lowest common denominator possible. I think 64 is 8 times 8, right? And 144 is actually 12 times 12, right? Or x now will be equal to 8 will be 4 times 2, and again 8 is a 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8. And for this 12 here, we could express this one as the product of 4 times 3 times the product 4 times 3. Okay, so there are 2 4s on the left, or on the numerator. There are 2 4s on the denominator. So they try to cancel out, right? So x now, in its simplest term, I don't think we could still simplify this one to the simplest term. What will come out will just be simply 2 times 2 will be 4. Okay, and 3 times 3 will be 9. So the unknown value of x here is actually 4 over 9. That will be the answer. Okay. Oh, let's try to check it. We use the original equation. The square root of 1 plus 4 times 4 over 9, and this is it equal to, the right hand side will be 2 the square root of 4 over 9 minus 3. Will D be equal 2 times 2, 4, 8, 4, 12. So this will be 9. If we try to simplify the left hand side, this will become 9 times 1 will be 9, plus 4 times 4 will be 16. Okay. This is an, I will place this one here. This 9 here is inside, and it's a perfect square, and we could take the square root of 9, and that will be 3. So we bring out already. And is it equal to? The right hand side, this is a perfect square, this is a perfect square, so this will become 2 times the square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of 9 is actually 3. This is minus 3. Okay. 9 plus 16 is 25, and the square root of 25 is actually 5. So the left hand side is actually 5/3. And is it equal to the simplified value of the right hand side? 4 times 2 will be 4. So this is actually 4/3 minus 3. Will it be correct? 4/9. Is it correct? So if we try to simplify the right hand side, 3 times 3 will be 9. Okay, that's minus 9 plus 4. This is minus 5/3. 5/3 is equal to minus 5/3. Let's try to check the solution. 1 plus 4x. They are not equal because this is negative 5/3. I think there's a... Okay. The square of the first one will be 4 the square of x, 3, 6, 12 the square of x. The square of 3 is plus 9. 12 the square of x. Okay. And 9 minus 1 will be 8. Again, squaring both sides, 144 x equal to 64. So x now will be equal to 64 over 144. This is 8 times 8, 12 times 12, or in terms of 4, that will be 4 times 2, 4 times 2, 4 times 3, 4 times 3. 4 times 2 times 2 will be 4, 3 times 3 will be 9. And if we try to check it, 1 plus 4x. Okay, what will come out? 9 times 1 will be 9. This is 16. This is over the square root of 9. We bring it out. Okay, we bring it out. I think we are correct. Because this is either plus or minus, right? This is either plus or minus. Okay, so if we try to use the plus here, this will be plus. Okay, plus or minus, plus or minus. If we use to, the left hand side will be 5/3 and the right hand side will be 2 times 2 will be 4/3, 2/3, 4/3 minus 3, minus 3. Okay, we could use the minus here. So actually, we are correct. Okay, if we try to use the negative sign on the left hand side and the positive sign on the right hand side, what will come out will be, if we try to use the negative sign, because the square root of this is either plus or minus, it's a real number. Okay, this one, okay, negative 5/3, this will become 4 minus 9, 4 minus 9. So minus 9 times plus 4 is actually negative 5/3. So 5/3 is equal to 5/3. So we are correct. It's okay. It's correct. Okay, that's the solution of this radical equation. Okay, this is the solution of the given radical equation. So if you try to notice it, to compute for the value of x without the radical sign, we always square both sides. So the key to the solution of this one is actually by squaring both sides, then try to simplify. And as you check, okay, what comes out is negative 5/3 equal to negative 5/3. If we try to use the negative sign on the left and the positive sign on the right, because the square root of this one is either plus or minus. But for us to be correct, okay, we must have to use the negative sign on the left and the positive sign on the right for us to be correct, because what will come out is negative 5/3 equal to negative 5/3. Good afternoon from Los Angeles. This is the solution of a radical equation. Good afternoon from Los Angeles.